You sit down. Finally. No phone, no task, no obligation. Just you and the quiet. And within about 4 seconds, your brain starts talking. Not about anything useful. Maybe it replays something you said at a party in 2017. Maybe it invents an argument you haven't had yet. Maybe it just hums a jingle from a commercial for a product you've never bought. You didn't ask for any of this, but it happens anyway, every time, without fail. And here's the part nobody tells you. Your brain isn't malfunctioning. It's doing exactly what it was built to do, which somehow makes it worse. The human brain never actually rests. Even when you're staring at a wall doing absolutely nothing, roughly 20% of your entire body's energy budget is being burned by 3 pounds of tissue sitting in your skull. For comparison, your leg muscles at rest use almost nothing. Your brain, doing nothing, is running a full background process, one that neuroscientists spent decades dismissing as noise before they realized it might be the most important thing the brain does. In 2001, a neurologist named Marcus Rachel was scanning brains at Washington University, watching what happened when people performed mental tasks. He noticed something strange. When participants stopped doing the task when they were just lying there, idle, certain brain regions didn't go quiet. They lit up. A whole network of areas, the medial prefrontal cortex, the posterior cingulate, the angular gyrus, all of them firing together consistently every time someone's mind was at rest. He called it the default mode network. The name sounds like a router setting, which is appropriate because what it's doing is basically keeping your internal server running. So what is it actually doing in there? Here's the thing most people never consider. Your brain doesn't experience time the way the rest of your body does. Your liver doesn't worry about tomorrow. Your kidneys have no opinion about last Thursday. But your brain is constantly running simulations of the future, of other people's minds, of alternate versions of conversations you could have had. The default mode network is the hardware that runs those simulations. It's your brain rehearsing for social situations that haven't happened. It's building models of other people so you can predict their behavior. It's filing memories, finding patterns, connecting experiences that happen months apart. And it does all of this the moment you stop giving it something else to do. A Harvard study in 2010 tracked people's thoughts throughout the day using a phone app. They found that humans spend roughly 47% of their waking hours thinking about something other than what they are currently doing. Nearly half your life, your mind is somewhere else entirely. The researchers also found that mind wandering made people less happy, with one fascinating exception. When people were planning future events, deliberately imagining something ahead of them, the happiness dip disappeared. The brain was still wandering, but with direction, which suggests the default mode network isn't just running idle loops, it's doing something that used to keep you alive. Think about what your ancestors needed to survive. Not just the ability to react to a lion right now, but the ability to remember where water was last season, predict where the herd would move, anticipate what the stranger from the next valley might want. The brain that could simulate the future and simulate other minds had a significant edge. So evolution built a system that practices those simulations constantly. Any moment, it gets a spare second. The problem is, your modern life gives it too many spare seconds and nothing worth simulating. And when the default mode network has no useful future to rehearse, it turns to the only material available: your fears, your regrets, your unresolved awkward moments. Neuroscientists have found that overactivity in this network is strongly linked to depression and anxiety, not because the network is broken, but because it's working perfectly on the wrong content. Your brain is simulating futures, just exclusively bad ones. This is also why meditation is hard. Meditation doesn't quiet your brain. It asks your brain to notice that it's talking without following the conversation. That is, for most people, extraordinarily difficult. Studies on long-term meditators show something interesting. Their default mode networks are still active, but differently. The chatter is there. They've just gotten very good at not caring that it's there. If you want more of this, the science underneath things that feel obvious but turn out to be strange, subscribe. It costs you nothing and it helps more than you think. Your brain is not broken. It's restless because restlessness, for most of human history, was a survival strategy. The cost of that strategy, now that the lions are gone, is an endless internal monologue about nothing in particular. You didn't build it.